we have enough instability, of course, but that wind shear with the destructive outflow potential and the strong tornadoes, Alex.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be like winds up to 55 miles per hour, 2 inches of rain, tornadoes, dogs and cats living together. So I'm still in Franklin. I'm going to stay here for the day. That would be a double zero. But in my mind, the AT is going to be there tomorrow. It's not going anywhere. It reminds me of a line from The Wizard of Oz where Oz is talking to the lion. He goes, just because you run away from danger does not mean you have no courage. You're confusing courage with wisdom. So maybe I've gotten wise after all these miles. The AT is going to be there tomorrow, so I'll bug out tomorrow around 12. That should be right when the front is passed through, about midnight to 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. tonight, and then the tail end should be done by 10 a.m. So then I'll just leave around 12 and be walking on a very muddy, probably still windy trail, but not just 55-mile-an-hour winds. And it goes right over Siler Ball and Wyabald, and 55-mile-an-hour winds. Excuse me, that doesn't sound wise. So I'm trying not to get blown off the mountain here. So today I'll just go out and do some little errands and maybe go look at something else and lay in bed. So we're right here, and this is moving this way.
Kentucky and also Alabama and Georgia long after dark. We're going to continue to watch this line and its threat for producing severe weather. But Alex, I just got my word from our producer. Our new tornado watch has been just
back on the Macon County Transit. Going to go to the ABC liquor store, pick up a pint for the trail. This is the Franklin High School and the Franklin football stadium. I guess football is very big here. The popular hotel, the Hilltop Inn. Hikers.
Hello, sir. Where's everybody going?
Just got dropped off at the ABC store. So for the Macon County Transit, there are basically two kinds of buses. I'm learning that. One is like the Trailhead bus. Now they don't go into town. They just go trailhead back to town, trailhead back to town. Then there's the city bus. I don't think there's a just Franklin City bus line. It's just Macon County Transit. It's not like your normal bus. There's not really a set circle that I can see or route. They just kind of go wherever you want them to. It's like a very cheap Uber. If you ever watched the movie Doc Hollywood or Mayberry, they kind of, I've seen them drop, tons of little old ladies off at their front door. So it's kind of a very lax taxi. So my hiking buddy Scott said that he just got to Siler Ball, and it looked okay. That's fine. If there's something inside of you that's not comfortable with doing something, then I think regardless of whether it's tramily or not, just hike your own hike, because all that was based on there being some kind of room at the third shelter, which the people at the first two shelters are going to be way in front of you, and everybody's going to just try to jam into that one shelter, because to be around midnight you're just going to get hammered. So that's a big if there's room at that shelter. So that's my take on what to do when you're just hiking buddies want to do one thing and you don't feel like that's the right thing to do. Just wait. As I say, the trail's gonna be there tomorrow. Yeah, I'll catch up to them without all my gear being soaked. But also, I've enjoyed just spending a little bit of time in Franklin. It's nice to feel like you know the town. Part of what I liked about doing this trail was that being able to just see these little towns and to feel like I've been there. Waiting for my ride here at the Aaron's rental. Just hiker trash, sitting on the equipment. I was just thinking that I guess my style is bang out a bunch of miles, get it done, then rest. There was a guy we rode in on the shuttle with, and he went to the post office, turned right around, went back to the trail. I couldn't be less interested in doing that. It's just not my style. I like to just bang out miles, go to town, watch a little league game, talk to the cook, just kind of just see the town. The AT seems very amorphous to me in that the PCT pretty much you can show me a picture of anywhere on that trail, and I can tell you pretty much within a few miles of where that was taken from. I'm sure on the AT, unless it's of course some famous bald or McAfee's knob, most of the trail's pretty amorphous. Whether you're and from all the videos I've seen, that doesn't really change. Rolling, when you look out on the views, rolling hills, it's pretty forested, low altitude, 2,000-3,000 feet. Maybe a town off in the distance, but you could probably, I'm sure, if I walked the entire trail, you could show me a picture of some woods and I wouldn't know where I was. So, what kind of makes this trail interesting is all the little towns that it goes through. So different from other long trails. The CDT can go 70, 80, 90 miles with nothing. But it's cute. It's like America here. I mean, I was raised in kind of a small town, and it has that kind of feel to it. Anyway, I think that's my style as an old man. Before I take a dirt nap, I'd like to see little towns and stuff like that. There's my trusty ride. I've got my dollar. Coming back through Main Street. Call it a day. My friend texted me he got into Cold Spring Shelter at 3 p.m. and he was pretty much the last person who could fit in there, like as he said, in there like a can of sardines. So I wouldn't have been able to get into the shelter, and whether my tent could survive 50-mile-an-hour winds, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not out there. So beyond rested, ready to go. Tomorrow we'll get at it. Good night.